An African couple from Ghana are about to be sentenced to prison, and the husband will be deported once he finished his prison sentence. The reason is because this lady met this gentleman online and they dated briefly. She went back to Ghana and got married to this brother and brought him to the UK. The lady is a British Ghanaian. When they got to the UK, after after a few years of being together, the lady was expecting her first child. The lady said she suspected that this brother was having an affair, and he denied having an affair. The lady is a few months pregnant. This brother, she came back from work one day. He was sleeping after doing night shift. He overheard his wife telling a friend over the phone that once she has the baby, she's not going to allow the brother to have his name on the birth certificate, because if he has his name on the birth certificate, it will be difficult for him to be deported from the UK. If you're seeing my face for the first time, I remain your one and only Francis. On this channel, we bring you the latest news on the welfare and anything to do, any updates to do with immigrants. Uh, uh, so you make sure you consider following these stories, because there are lessons that we can all learn from this couple's experience. So when the brother heard the lady telling a friend that his name will not be put on the birth certificate once the baby is born, he called the DVLA, that's the agency that regulate driving in the UK for those watching from outside the UK. She called the DVLA and the police and reported that this lady lied. The lady had points taken from her license, but at the same time, it was this brother that took responsibility, right? This lady had only 3 points remaining on her driver's license, and she was caught driving beyond the speed limit. So when the letter came in the post, this brother told the driving authority that he lied, that he was the one that was driving. So out of anger, when this brother heard this, what this lady said, he called the driving authority and the police and said the lady lied, that she was the one that was driving the car, not him, forgetting that he was implicating himself. So the driving authority investigated, they arrested both couples and did the investigation. The lady did admitted that yes, she lied to the authority, that it wasn't the guy that was driving the car, she was the one that was driving the car. So the two of them now, they are about to be sentenced, but this lady, she's already contacted, when she found out that this brother contacted the driving authority, she immediately called the home office and requested for this brother's visa to be cancelled, because he's still on spouse visa. He's still on the first 2.5 years spouse visa. He's just about to renew the first 2.5 years. So this brother's visa was already in the process of being cancelled because of this lady's request when the two of them were arrested. So as we speak today, the two of them are about to be sentenced to prison. And this brother, when he finished serving his prison sentence, he would likely be deported to Ghana. Now, what are the lessons that we can all learn from here? Number one, we have to control our anger. We have to control our anger, because anger leads to the path of destruction. This is not the first time. We're hearing a lot of feedback from people who came into the UK whose visa has been cancelled, couples who come to the UK as one. They have worked hard to plan to relocate to the UK, and when they come to the UK, it's mostly to do with affair, infidelity. One party feels that the other party is being unfaithful to them, and as a result will contact the home office to report their partner to the Home Office and ask for the visa to be cancelled. So you're getting lots of reports. So if you have any story that you want to share with myself on the team, or anything that we can all learn from, please, you can contact me and my team at the Launch Club 2023 at AOL.com. We will investigate your story. If we think that there are lessons that we can all learn, then we will share it with our community, because it's very, very important. This brother has made a lot of sacrifice to come to the UK from Ghana. He's about to be deported back to his home country. And why? He's got criminal record. This lady herself, she's a nurse. She's got criminal record, which means that by the time she finishes serving her prison sentence, she will not be able to practice as a nurse again, just because of what anger can cause. We've had lots of stories like this where couples have requested, as I said before, for their spouse visa to be cancelled because they by the time they move to the UK together, they realize that they are not compatible. We need to try to learn lessons and not act on our emotions. This is not good at all. This Ghanaian couple, they are about to be sentenced to prison. They will likely be serving just on less than 3 years in prison for silly mistake because of what anger can cause. You and I can learn from this experience. We must control our anger. Anger is leading to the path of destruction. This couple, everything that they have worked for now is about to be ruined simply because of anger. So I feel sorry for this couple. They're expecting their first baby. Most likely the mom is going to have the baby in prison. Can you imagine having your first child, having waited all these years to have your first baby? You're going to have your first child in prison. The marriage is over. Your husband is likely to be deported, which means that he will not be part of that baby's life growing up just because of anger. So if you have any, if you know this couple's in question, they live in Cardiff in England, you know. So if you have any lessons that any comment that you want to leave in the comment section, please leave it in the comment section. This brother is about to be sent, the two of them are about to be sentenced to prison. As I said before, they will be serving nothing less than 2.5 years for lying to the authority. And once they finish serving their sentence, the man will be deported back to Ghana because his visa, the woman has already requested for his visa to be revoked, and the woman will be raising the child on her own. It's likely that because of the bad blood between them, the man will have nothing to do with the child again. Here is going to be a child who's going to be brought into this world who may never see his father again, just because two adults have decided to play ping pong with their lives due to anger. Please, we have to control our anger. Anger leads to the path of destruction. Before you act, you have to think. If you think that you're going to cause one person pain, you have to think twice. So if you have any updates that you want to share, any stories that you think that we should be aware of, that we can share with our community so that we can learn together, please reach out to myself and the team at Launch Club 2023 at AOL.com. We will investigate your stories. If we feel that it meets the threshold and there are lessons that we can all learn from the story, we will share with you. So thank you so much for watching us, for joining us today. Share this video with your family and friends. You know someone who is probably in a relationship where maybe the woman or the man went back to their home country to marry, and they realized that it's not what they thought, and they're probably thinking of doing something similar to this. Please share this video with them. There are lessons to be learned. If there is a child involved in that relationship, you need to find a way to put aside your feelings and think about this child. In the case of this Ghanaian couple, this woman is going to have the baby in prison, as I said before, and the child may not, they are both from Ghana. These are two Ghanaian couple. The woman met the guy on Facebook and went to Ghana to marry the guy, brought the guy to the UK. After just over 2 years of living together, she found out she was pregnant. The man heard the woman speaking to a friend over the phone, telling the friend that she will not put the man's name on the birth certificate, because if his name was on the birth certificate, it will be difficult for him to be deported from the UK. The man overheard the woman telling a friend that because he came from a night shift, he was sleeping, but the woman thought he was sleeping and she was discussing with a friend. He overheard. As soon as he heard, the woman has already suspected that the man was cheating. She asked him, he denied. So the man contacted the police and the driving authority to report that the woman was the one who was caught driving, and he lied to them that he was the one that was caught, and he took the point. He reported the woman, forgetting that he was incriminating himself. Both of them have been arrested, and both of them have been found guilty for lying to the authority, and they're about to be sentenced. The woman has already informed the Home Office that the man's visa should be cancelled. His spouse visa, 2.5 years, should be cancelled, which the Home Office, by now, they should have cancelled the visa. And the sad reality is that this woman is pregnant. She's going to have the baby in prison, and the man will be deported once he finishes serving his prison sentence. You can see what anger has caused to these couples. The child is going to be born in prison, and the child may not see his father again. Please, please share this content with your family and friends. It doesn't matter whether you are living in the UK or anywhere. There are lessons that we can all learn from this. Anger will lead you to the path of destruction, and you will end up regretting. Both these two couples now, they are regretting. The relationship is over. The both of them are going to be spending at least a minimum of 2.5 years in prison. The woman is a nurse, which means that she will not be able to work as a nurse again because she has criminal record. And yeah, the woman is a British Ghanaian citizen. She's a British Ghanaian citizen. She will not be deported, but she will not be able to work as a nurse again because she now has criminal record. But the man will be deported because his 2.5 years spouse visa has been revoked at the woman's request. You can see now that these two couples, they've used their hands to dig massive hole for themselves. The woman cannot work as a nurse again. She's going to have a baby in prison, and the baby will not see his father again. What have you achieved? Please, please, we can learn lessons from here. Share this video with your family and friends. This is similar to the same story we had the last time, where a Nigerian couple came to the UK together. The woman and the man suspected that one party was having an affair. The woman reported the man to the Home Office and said that he wanted the man to be deported. And the man reported the woman to the Home Office and said, look, I was the one that took the exam, that the woman did not pass the exam that she used to come to the UK, and both of them are now back in Nigeria. Please, please, we need to think before we act. We are using our hands to destroy ourselves. People made a lot of sacrifice to achieve their goal, only for them, because of anger, you end up ruining everything you have worked for. Please share this content to your family and friends. You can support myself and the team by giving this video a thumbs up, and make sure you share so that we can learn. We can only learn from other people's experience. May God not let these kind of things happen to us, but we ourselves have to take responsibility for our actions. If you have any stories that you want me and the team to share so that we can all learn, please, you can contact me and the team via launchclub2023@aol.com. We will investigate the story. If we feel that there are lessons that we can learn, and we will share with our community. Thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget, before you act, think. Anger will lead you to the path of destruction, and you will have nothing but regret. May God bless you. Please don't forget to share this video with your family and friends, and subscribe to this channel if you're seeing us for the first time. Thank you.